Scan out! Welcome to my channel yet again. Anyway, I was really deeply inspired to make another video because I had a comment made on the previous one that I posted yesterday that really just shows me that human beings are lost. And this is the kind of stuff that I had to deal with, more than once. So I thought, I'm just going to post another video because, okay, for those of you that know me in person or know me through my Instagram or through my mutual connection, Alora Scene, will know that I am a student of hers, that I've been a student for a while. I met her in 2013. I found her on YouTube and she's a spiritual teacher. She is phenomenal. Um, what she is exactly is an angelic oracle. And angel means messenger. And she's said it over and over again that she's an angel. But she had to explain to people that angel means a messenger for the divine. And when you have messengers from the divine coming here into human form and to be able to share the truth from the heavens and from the Lord himself who, rules the universe, a lot of people here are so programmed into believing what they were taught, believing what they see, and not looking beneath the surface. They don't know any better. And if I get another comment on this video saying that I'm delusional, it only further proves the point. But the thing is, it's not delusions of grandeur. Past lives are real. And the thing is, if you've had dreams of another existence, if you had memories, even if they're just fragments of memories of other existence prior to this one, like you've been somewhere and you've never been there in this life. You've experienced something and yet you've never experienced it in this life. Past lives are real. And this world, this reality complex is basically like a complicated structure of dreams melded together by the people that are plugged into this experience. And if you learn from Allura at her website, truthology.teachable.com, you start to recognize that people really are being lied to. And they don't know any better. They don't know what the truth is because they believe so much in the lies that they were told. And it's people like me and my friends who have to share our perspectives and our experiences to basically help find those that are meant to wake up. And not everybody's meant to wake up spiritually, because if you think that I'm delusional, that I'm crazy, that I'm just wishing I was somebody special, it's like that is a sure sign that you are blocked off. It's like I feel bad. It's like you don't know what the truth is because you're just shut off to it. It's such a sad thing. It's like if people were capable of being open to the truth, it would set them free. Truth is liberating. Lies are sticky, entangling, and politicians lie all the time. And yet I'm baffled as to why people believe them. Oh, so more quickly than they believe somebody like me or my friend Alora. I'm so baffled at how easily people believe in a liar. And yet when somebody tells the truth, they attack them for it. It's strange. But the Lord wants me to be vocal. He wants me to speak up and share my perspective because I got an eyelash in my eyeball. Not because of that reason, but because he wants people to be able to recognize that they're different, and to feel it in their soul that they're different. He wants to reach people that are ready to wake up and, back away from the circus that they call reality. Whatever the heck the orange man is doing in the office, that's just the circus. That's part of the circus. Whatever heck is going on in New York City with the mayor-elect, that's just part of the circus. Think of it as, what do I want to say? It's like, think of it as a movie. Your story is compiled into like one life. And you have this one life. You have this movie from start to finish. Problem is when you pass on, you're more awake, you're more aware, you have more connection to who you are spiritually. And then when you want to come back, the powers that be that rule here put the restrictions back on you again, so you forget all these different stories, these movies that you've lived. And a movie is just a series of still images to make it seem like something is moving. Your mind is like a big storage unit. Every time you blink, and it's what Allure says, every time you blink, it's a memory captured. It's a bunch of still images that you've put here, and those are the treasures that you take with you in heaven. Everything you learned, everything that you experienced, the amount of growth that you've had as a person, you take that with you. This jibby, this metronome / tuner, something like that, this phone, you don't take any of these things with you. This is just a projection in reality. This is just something that's been made here, conjured here. You get enough people believing that something exists, it happened. It comes to being. You get enough people working together, interacting with, different objects to make something real, it becomes tangible. It's, everything here feels tangible because it's been programmed into our DNA to feel tangible. It's like playing Minecraft, only this world is a lot more hazardous in some ways. A lot less magical. And there's a reason why my friend has shared this with me as a gift. There is a key, and then this is the tree of life. I am not going to explain what the tree of life means because there's a lot that goes into it, and people use information for the wrong reasons. They do it all the time. They'll stalk people, they'll hover around their content, they'll, like, this happened to my friend, like, they'll, get access to her information, like the teachings that she's sharing with us, and they'll just mine her stuff for content for their own videos. And that is just evil. It's self-serving. It is just ego serving. And ego is something that people don't understand. Hardly anybody understands what ego is. Ego is basically who you think you are, who you want to be seen as. But it's built off of negativity. It's built off of lies. It's built off of things that aren't true. So it's a construct. It's a construct of what you believe in. And if you believe past lives don't exist, you are more likely to struggle with matters of ego because you are the kind of person that doesn't know how to accept truth when it's laid out in front of you. And it doesn't have to be treated as a bad thing. Everybody is at a different place in their journey. People who are odd, have been persecuted. Because for whatever reason in this world, people are taught to hate those that are different, taught to discriminate against them, taught to judge them. And that's what that comment has very much done. And I left it there. I responded to it. Because when people leave comments like that on my videos, it's not there to hurt me. It's there to reveal more about them. Whenever somebody leaves a comment like that, attacking another person and basically calling them delusional and just projecting onto this other person, that says more about them than it does about me. So all I have is love and compassion for whoever that person is. It's like, what happened in your life to make you so miserable that you can't be happy and that you have to crush other people and tell them that they're delusional and that they need psychiatric help? What the heck happened to you? That's the thing. That's the thing that gets me thinking. It's like, what the heck happened to people that makes them so miserable? And like, the way to live life is to attack others and to drag them through the mud. When Yeshua has taught to love your neighbor as yourself. And if they strike you on one side of the face, just turn the other cheek and let them strike the other cheek, because you're not supposed to be going around and hurting people. Because he knew every time somebody attacked him, accused him of something, called him a heretic, whatever, just whatever it is, he knew that when somebody attacked him and his person, they weren't attacking him because it's him. They were attacking him because they are attacking themselves in actuality, because that light being reflected back at them is something they've rejected. And this is what Heavenly Father wants me to talk about. And so what if I look like I'm a lunatic? I don't care. I've always been treated that way. I've always been treated like I'm crazy. Truly, when I was living in Germany and then I moved to Vienna, people thought I was crazy. And it's because I was always spiritual in some sort of way. I wasn't always like following the spiritual path, but I was always somewhat connected to spirituality because that's my soul. All I've ever shown people was who I actually am, even if my experiences have somehow shifted my perspective into a little bit more of a negative direction at times. All I can ever be is myself. I have no social anxiety. If I'm standing, or if I'm actually sitting here on this bench with my ghetto ass roof and ceiling talking to you through the camera, do I have social anxiety? No, I don't. If I'm actually able to help strangers in public, do I have social anxiety? No, I don't. Ego has social anxiety because they are so concerned about whether or not somebody's going to hurt them. You left that comment on my video, and I'm not hurt by it. If it's supposed to be damaging to me, it's like, no, I don't have to be hurt by anything of ego because I don't have ego. I won't be hurt by anything sent of it because I understand that you're unloved. And yes, it's very direct of me to put this in the video, but I didn't call you out by user handle. I didn't go to your channel to call you out in that matter. I'm saying, whatever the heck you got going on in your life, you're worth more than the misery that you carry. It's like, people out here in this world are worth more than the misery that they married themselves to. I don't understand why people just want to be miserable. Now, there was a point in time where I believed misery was my lot in life. That all I would ever have was misery, that I had to settle for mediocrity. And I'm not here for my own glory. I'm not here to make myself famous and to live a life of luxury. I'm not here for that. Because the glory is for the Heavenly Father to actually have a connection with people here on this earth. And that connection's going away so quickly because people are not staying on their spiritual paths like they should be. They're not digging deep in their soul and saying, hey, I can put in more effort than what I'm doing. I'm not fragile. But so many people are so deeply identified with their hurt that they like being a victim. And life reaffirms that identity, that ego that they're carrying. So what if people look at me like I'm crazy? This is why Heavenly Father designed me this way. He made me this way so that I stood out like a sore thumb. Even if it's only through, this video channel. Because when you meet me in public, you don't get really any sort of impression of one way or another because I'm relatively like a chameleon. I kind of just meld into the locations I go to. It's because of my energy field. He designed me in such a way that I would empathize with people, that I would relate to them, and that we could have a heart-to-heart. We need human beings to recognize that they need each other, that they need to be united. Furthermore, that they can't exist without a higher being, because this universe is multidimensional. This reality where you could just touch a bunch of different stuff and think that you're living this physical reality, it's not as physical as you think it is. Because Alora said, that light that's going into your eyes, that gets decoded by the brain. Does that mean you see physical things? No, it doesn't. It's a holographic reality because your mind is a receptor and a projector. All this is a reflection of the people that shared this dream. And if you want the dream to change for the better, the people as individuals have to make changes. It's not for the people at the top, the president, the pope, whoever. It's not for those people to make changes. Because they're the ones that are part of the problem that's keeping this world in such a dysfunctional array that all we're seeing is more stuff falling apart, more people hating each other. Those people at the top are not going to help us at all. They're not saviors. They're the ones that rule hell underneath their overlords. And they're slaves to their overlords. Those overlords, those powers that be, you don't know who they are. You don't see who they are. And you can't mess with them because they're dangerous. That's why people have to go within themselves. Because that's where the light is. Out here is just a projection of what's inside anyway. You're not going to find your answers out there. You're going to find it in here. Might as well go to somebody that can help you to do it, because I know my homegirl can help. So anybody that's actually down for being spiritual and being weird, being different, and being treated like a lunatic, like how I get from time to time from people around me, the people don't like me a whole lot. There are people that do really like me a lot because they are attracted to the light that I have. Like, angels are either loved or hated. There's nowhere in between. And I'm not yet fully angelic. Like, I'm here. After I move on, I'll be upgraded. But right now, I come across as being relatively human, familiar, and it's by design. And just think of it as somebody, created to allow you to feel like you can be yourself without judgment. Yeah, sometimes I come across pretty strongly, but I'm not a mean person. I'm not somebody that's going to go around and just tear people down. There are things that I've done, and I still do from time to time, that come from a place where I gotta shine a light on it. It's like, hey, I'm not perfect either. I'm here, I'm in a body. There's some issues that I have here and there with projecting from my own hurt. And the hurt I have comes from a different lifetime. The hurt people, if people have a phobia that they don't know anything about and they don't know where it's coming from, that's from a different lifetime. Plain and simple. It could even be from a point in time that they don't remember in their current life. Our journey is not just the one life that we're living, it's all the lifetimes we've ever existed, and well into the future. As Alora said, you have to combine past, present, and future to really become who you're supposed to be. But people reject destiny like it's some sort of scourge. Like, you'd rather chase after stupid stuff that's being advertised in this world? You'd rather listen to an influencer that tells you to buy a bunch of stupid stuff? Oh, they're pushing brand deals on you? It's like, no, that's not what life is about. It's not about pushing deals onto people. It's about discovering who you are and what you're meant to become, and how that relationship between you and the universe is so sacred and personal. That's what it's about. We're here together. We're supposed to help each other. And we're supposed to live in unity. This division is insane. People who are hateful towards one another, they're mad. Mad hatters. It's like, I'm not insane in the membrane. They are. Because why are they hating on people? That's the thing. We just gotta wake up and recognize that all these different outlets, influencers, celebrities, politicians, religious leaders that are, part of that agenda, they're just distractions. The truth is within. And when you're able to go within, all these distractions out here don't matter. This world, basically gives you more space to breathe, because now you're not so plugged in. If you go within yourself, it's a way to unplug. Find time to do that. Stop being stuck to the device and just find time to unplug. It's healthier. And then it makes it easier to go within and to say, you are a cool being, and whoever made you feel bad, it doesn't matter. You just let it go. I should probably just end this video before I sound even more crazy, huh?